Alrighty, well, this is SVT Matt, back with another rendition of how not to do VMA. We're going to cover rounds 2, rounds 4, and the final round today. As you come into round 2, this is called Sets Flywheel, and a balcony, or whatever the fuck, sets something or other. Some dwarven bullshit. Anyway, most of this stuff is going to happen up here in the north. So the north is always going to spawn the dwarven little mini centurions, and they're going to spawn the boss at the north on the final round of this platform. So, while you're at it, all we're going to do here in the first round is just smack some things until they die, and not die ourselves. There's some little levers over there, you see up in the corner, a little green lever. Go ahead and pull that if you get tired of the little spinny shits running around in a circle. Me, I really don't mind them. I got a shield, magicka. It's a easy win button, basically. So just shield up through it, and you're good to go. I like to hang out here at the north because anything that hurts pretty much spawns at the north or the east. So, centurions, little roly-poly motherfuckers that shoot darts at you, and yeah, that's about it. So for the first couple rounds, I'm just gonna hang out here at the north. You want to kill the dwarven spears quicker than anything else. The other stuff kind of tickles. The dwarven spears can one-shot you if they do their little AoE outburst plus a dart at the same time and you're not paying attention. Insta-wipe. That's no fun. So you see the little dwarven dude over here? Smack him, and here comes the mini centurion. I say mini because mommy, daddy, and stepdaddy are going to be coming out here in a minute. Okay, and for the final round, starting at the north, they spawn at the north, at the east, and the far west. So we start at the north. Go ahead and do some pre-damage here in hopes that maybe I can get the mechanic that lasts a little bit longer, so I should be able to kill him completely, but it don't get it. But that's okay. That's the mechanic I was looking for anyway. So they'll do a fire breath, or a steam breath out to the front, like you've seen on the boss 1. Boss number 2 over here did the little launcher, and he's going to do the launcher as well. Basically, they're going to hit this mechanic if you're far away from them. The closer you are from them, they'll do this mechanic coming up here, where you see the big guy come over, and he'll do this little spinny thing. He'll do a spin, and then he'll either do a heavy attack or a steam breath in front of you. So pay attention to those, just like that. There it is, the steam breath. Just stay out of the AoEs, cut the side, go behind them, wherever you want to go, just not in that little green cone, or whatever color you have it. And as you damage them, they get to a certain threshold, they start to go back into their little force field. I like to get them all together, because at the end I just throw down all my AoE and my ulti, and smoke them all one at a time, all at the same time, in the same area. I'm in no real big hurry, lay down my dots, make sure I shield because nobody likes to die, and that's about it. And as you see here, I lay down my ultimate, kill this one, and immediately the one to its right is going to pop up over here, one little whip, and poop, he's dead. And over here, he's going to do a little spinny, and I'm going to go ahead and boop him in the face, and dead. So that is round number 2, sets, whatever the fuck it is. Now we're in sets flywheel. For sets flywheel, it's a little bit different. Things spawn out around the outside of the arena, come towards the inside. The thing you're really looking for, that you want to watch out for, is going to be the little dwarven spheres that come to the center, and they do like a little overcharge mechanic. Those little fuckers right there. Kill them as soon as possible. It's like a light attack and a whip, or maybe a heavy attack will pretty much just do the trick. But you want to make sure they die, because if they overcharge, they stay overcharged for about 15 seconds. And during those 15 seconds, they launch AoEs that hurt a lot. And if you get hit by those AoEs, you're going to lose a lot of health, and you're probably going to die. Unless you're savvy with a shield. So our first little mini-boss, his name is Ashlia. I don't even know if I said that right, but I tried. Anyway, once he is down, continue to move forward, killing the sentries. Oh, see, I didn't get that one in time, so there's the overcharge mechanic. That's great that I suck. I'm able to show you the mechanic. Here comes another one. You see the light attack pretty much killed it anyway. So usually what I do, if I mess up and I get a little dwarven sphere, centurion, whatever the fuck those little things are that overcharge in the center, I just go ahead and lay down some pre-damage on them. A little wall of elements, maybe another dot that I have, and then when that shield drops, they pretty much smelt on their own. Targets of interest here, other than the little spheres that go to the center and overcharge, you want to make sure that you kill the little dart throwing motherfuckers right here. These little fuckers, the big dwarven spheres, they're number one. Because if not, they throw the darts, and you've seen the little lightning there. Fortunately enough, I was able to get the kill, and it didn't really go off, but that heavy attack from them, if you get caught in it, it is almost an insta-gib. So go over here, dot everything up, kill this little overcharger, and here comes the second boss. So our little mini-boss here. Go over, lay down some pre-damage, a little heavy attack, because who doesn't like resources? And then, boop, in the face. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start out killing the dwarven spheres. Go ahead and get our pre-damage, our little damage buffs laid down. And then to my left I see another little sentry, clunk him in the face with a little boop, and on to the next one. Over here you'll see two of them that spawn at the same time. It's really great because they can die together. Hit them with all of your AoE damage. Any AoE that you can lay on the ground, or any AoE that you have, go ahead and launch that. You see once again, I suck. That's why it's not how not to do VMA, because if you're doing it right, they'd die before they got there. But unfortunately, I don't know all the spawn points in order because, I'm gonna be honest, I have a life and I really don't give a shit. So, come over here. This is the boss before the final. He's a pain in the dick because he likes to chain you over and over again. It's almost like if you're in PvP fighting somebody from the Aldmeri Dominion faction. And the uppercut, make sure that you either block that or you're far enough away that it doesn't hit you, like so. And let my dots kill him as a block for the heavy attack. Okay, so the next phase, the big boss is going to come down, and he comes down from the eastern wall. We go ahead and get underneath him right away, go ahead and apply our damage buffs, lay down our dots. We want to make sure we hit him with every dot we have, and lay down your wall of elements on the ground. Yes, it's not permanent, and he'll walk past it, but that's okay. You see, we're doing a considerable amount of damage, making sure we keep up our buffs, keep up our dots, use our spammables sparingly, and when he stops, go ahead and lay down that ultimate that you've been saving this entire time. If you haven't been saving the ultimate, well, I don't know what to tell you. Prolong this fight a little bit, but you should be able to kill him with dodging all the bullshit before he even starts moving again. So, now that this round is over, we move on to the next one. Just keep in mind, if he starts walking again, just stay underneath of him. The mechanics, they're all the same. Rinse and repeat. Alrighty, and now we're going to cover the final round. Round number 9. Everybody's favorite and least favorite. Okay, when you're starting out, you get into the arena here. You're going to activate the shit. You're going to start it, whatever, however you want to call it. You walk forward, shit happens. Off to your right here immediately, slightly more right than what my cursor is pointing. There's going to be the first portals that spawn. Go ahead and lay down that pre-damage. Get those dots on the ground. And as you can see, well, there must have been a little glitch with the video. That's kind of odd. But anyway, you get the point. I'm still at the same spot in the round. It's kind of weird. But anyway, watch out for the archers. They do kind of sting just a little bit. and lay down some more pre-damage, some more dots, and now you'll start to see the first of the major people spawn. This is going to be a Daedroth. Daedroths in this round are #1 priority because once they do this fancy move right here where they breathe all this fire on you, you get a dot. And that dot hurts a lot, and you don't get rid of the dot until the thing dies. So that's a lot of shields, a lot of heals, a lot of wasted resources. So it's best to just focus all your damage on the crematorial guard and get him out of the way as soon as possible. Here in round 2, the first couple pulls, just a bunch of adds, nothing too terribly important. Go ahead and kill them. And then this is going to be the gold ghost that we want to get on our way to the crematorial guard. Again, making him #1 priority. We understand we have a snipe coming behind us, but plenty of time to do the bash or the kill. Immediately to your right there will be an ogre. Go ahead and kill him first. See if you can get the ghost. And then you have what's called a spectral explosion. Now for all of you, the spectral explosion who don't know, it lasts about 15 seconds. So you see there, I'm kind of holding it for the next round. Use the synergy triangle circle. You will bend over for about 1.5 to 2 seconds, and an explosion will come outward, and everything freezes. Beginning of round 3 has a crematorial guard, so if you have the spectral explosion, it's great to hold it until then, so that way it's an easy kill. Moving on, the next set of adds, pretty much trash. You have an archer, a couple mage. Just go ahead and boop the archer in the face to stop him from his little stuff that he does, where he's one-shot. I think it's called homing bullshit. And the first of our mini-bosses is dead, and we go ahead and take care of the ogre to finish out the round. Now, side note, these yellow ghosts, they only come to humanoid enemies. So if you have an ogre or a Daedroth or something of the sort that is up, it will not come out unless there is something human for it to go to. Pretty weird. So, I like to leave somebody alive, so that way I can keep getting the ghosts as I kill the things that aren't so human. So now I have the spectral explosion. You see I have 10 seconds down there in my buff timers. And I will go ahead at the beginning of this round and pop it immediately. And I'll go ahead and make the dots over there, and this round starts the bullshit. So every pull you are going to have at least one, possibly two, of the individuals from the outside of the ring. You see them spawning out there. During this round, they will slowly walk towards the center. There's no way to bash them out of the mechanic that they do in the center, no way to stop it. However, if you are running trap, you can throw a trap down and they do get stuck in the trap. So it's best to throw a trap if you use Trap Beast or any of its variants. Throw the trap down and it will ensure that they are held for a couple seconds so you can kill your higher priority targets. You see they do a summoning ritual. I let this one go so you can see what they do. They come to the center, they stick their hand out, and they wave it all around, and that's what it's all about. When that happens, they're trying to summon a big bone colossus out of the center. If you allow them to stay there long enough, they will succeed. The final part of this round has two of those individuals that are coming from the side, and if you have a spectral explosion, it's best to use it now, because you can get an easy quick kill on one while you go and you kill the other one before the ogre comes back up, and then just finish the ogre off. The ogre has a couple mechanics where he bashes his chest. If you're close enough, you will get knocked back, and it heals him. So it's best to bash that as soon as possible. The beginning of round 5, we'll have a couple of enemies here. One be a crematorial guard. You can go ahead and kill him, and afterwards you will have a big ass fucking dragon looking thing called a something or other. An Ash Titan. There we go. So throw down all your damage, save your ultimate for this guy. You want him to burn quickly. The reason why you want him to burn quickly is because he is soon joined by 3 adds, one of which is an archer, which is annoying as shit. After you kill the adds, you will then have another set of adds that spawns, and in those set of adds is nothing that you need to look for in particular. Make sure you get the gold ghosts if you have the opportunity, and then the next ad pool will be the Ogrim, coming up here to my right. The Ogrim signifies the end of the round. Once you kill the Ogrim, it's over. So what I did is I held the one humanoid to get the Spectral Explosion. Now my intent here for the Spectral Explosion on the final boss was to use it in hopes that I can stun lock him down here and just complete the round without having to go upstairs. But what fun is that for a tutorial, right? So, when the boss comes out, you have plenty of time to damage. Once he teleports, you must bash him. If you're far away, he'll go into the mechanic that you just seen, which is almost like a machine gun mechanic. You must bash him out of that. You'll take a lot of damage and die. Now, the Ogrim came out, so I go ahead and I waste my ultimate here to... the Crematorial Guard came out. So I waste my ultimate here to kill the Crematorial Guard quickly. You want to kill the Clan Fear closest to the pad that is lit up. And you will see that there's 1 of 4 pads in each corner of the arena. So I go ahead and I lay down my damage. However, I keep the boss in my field of view because he's going to do 1 of 2 mechanics. He's going to go up into the position that he's in right now, summoning a wall to go around the ring, which you must get behind before it explodes. The second mechanic is that charged attack there that you've seen him do. It put his hand to the sides, indicating a heavy skull throw. Just go ahead and hold block, or you can dodge roll. I like block because it costs less. And I lay down my dots on all the crystals. Just going around in a circle, killing each crystal. All 3 are down, you will get bashed down to the ground. Now, come through and find him real quick because he'll be doing the mechanic again where you have to bash. His other mechanic, here's the heavy attack. You see him charging up. Go ahead and block that. And he only has 1 other mechanic to look for. Other than that, his attacks are pretty weak. You go over here. He'll go ahead and he'll have a growing AoE that comes underneath of him. You want to back out of that because if you're a magicka like me, light armor, low resistances, not shielding, it's a one-shot. Block the mechanic for the heavy attack, and that was a very poorly placed ultimate. You see he raised his hand to indicate the machine gun mechanic, and spammables, dots, etc. for the win. If you aren't pushing massive amounts of damage, you can go ahead and get the 3 ghosts during this final round when the boss drops down, do the Spectral Explosion, and then the boss will be stunned and you can kill him. Thanks again for watching. This is How Not To Do VMA.